history. Grayson Stadium the site, 5,000 rabid fans the sound, and the young sport of bananaball revolutionized as the party animals take over the hostess city of Savannah. It is game one of the Party Animals headline tour as a part of the 2024 Bananaball World Tour, embraced by the life of the party, Zappos. Tonight, the Party Animals meet the visitors, and we meet a new cast of characters that includes the Party Down Band, trickster bartenders, and the gassiest mascot in sports, Farty. Welcome inside Grayson Stadium, our 99-year-old jewel that is about to see a party that has never seen before. I'm Drake Toll with you from the Rage Cage, just moments away from pandemonium. But let's not get ahead. Just who are these party animals that you're about to see overtake the 5,000 folks in front of us? The winners of the 2023 Bananaball World Tour are taking the field now, and we'll take you there live as Brett Helton, the starting pitcher for the Animals, takes the mound. They are the home team for the first time this tour, and the Greek god of MPI has the ball in his right hand. Over the course of 68 innings pitched this season, you see that he has worked 30 strikeouts to his 13 ball 4 sprints with his 4.24 ERA. Helton out of Colorado Springs, Colorado. From Utah, a 9th rounder in 2015, pitched for the Pirates and has played for the Party Animals since 2022. Let's introduce you to the defense for the Animals, highlighted by your left fielder, Tanner Tinder Thomas, one of the stars of this Bananaball team. In center field this evening is Reese Hampton, former Detroit Tigers minor leaguer, wearing number 6 and leading the Animals outfield in trick plays. In right field tonight will be Jake Skoll, former number 15 overall draft pick in 2010, the Texas Rangers. And left to right across the infield, it's Bloomer at the hot corner, Acuff manning shortstop, Dustin Baber at second base, Jason Swan off of first. Behind the dish tonight will be Taj Porter, and we already introduced you to the man on the mound, Brett Helton. Across the way, facing the Party Animals, will be the visitors playing their first game in Bananaball. It's the developmental team. Each player you see in the lineup is trying to progress from this level of Bananaball, the developmental prospect team, to a full-time contract with the Party Animals, the Bananas, or the Firefighters. Their lineup highlighted by Ty Jackson out of Florida A&M, who is a 2021 and 22 Savannah Banana in the Coastal Plain League. Armando Becerra behind him. Travis Manoy in the 3-hole. And if any of the 3 are to reach, Corel Prime, the Rockies' 12th rounder, will step to the plate. 5,000 fans have packed into Grayson Stadium for a Bananaball experience like they've never seen before. After winning 2023, the Party Animals knew that it was time to have their own place at the top of this sport. And tonight is the culmination of that. History being made in the hostess city. The visitors and the Party Animals combined with the rude dudes on top of the dugout for a YMCA that just feels different. You peek into the dugout on either side, both teams playing for something different. For the visitors, it's a chance to be a full-time Bananaball athlete. For the Party Animals, tonight is about proving their worth. Proving that in Bananaball, it is not just that team that dons yellow, but instead, boys clad in pink and black. Brian Rodriguez, Zach Blankenship, Jake Lialios, a whole host of bullpen pitchers run out into the crowd and toss foam balls, and we say hello to you in the YouTube chat. Our party VIPs who are joining us tonight, from Leanne to Lizzie, Peggy to Ruby. It is the most interactive experience in sports all night tonight. The live chat will be rolling as you have a front row seat to what Coach Mike Vivacis said in a post today is an emotional moment for everyone on the roster. A lot of these guys beginning their careers here with temporary contracts. The Party Animals initially built to face the Bananas in headlining summer games for Savannah. but now given their own shot. It's time to send it down to the field for Rad Bod Mikey. Let's start the party. It is showtime in Savannah. Ty Jackson from Jacksonville, Florida, in the right-handed batter's box. Brett Helton, former Pittsburgh Pirates minor leaguer, deals the first pitch of the Party Animals 2024 headline tour. Jackson, in his senior campaign at Florida A&M, 387 batting average, accompanied by a 509 OBP. Finds himself in the hole 0-2. Helton looking for strikeout number 1. The first batter he faces. No balls, 2 strikes from the stretch. Helton gets Jackson to tap it just outside of the glove of Taj Porter. Brett's fastball sits at 92-94. Goes a cutter, a changeup, and a curve. This time, see ya! Ty Jackson, in his first AB in Bananaball, Brett Helton waves goodbye. Strikeout number 1 on the night for Helton. Strikeout number 31 on the season. You get a replay. Nothing you can do. That just doesn't smell good, Brett. That's unfair. Dude's first appearance out here. Brett says hello, goodbye, and a strike to Armando Becerra. Pride of Miami, Florida, and Florida International. Spent 1 year in the Coastal Plain League as a Savannah Banana, and spends 1 at-bat cut down by a trick play here. 2 up, 2 down for Helton. Jason Swan, trick play number 1 on his evening. Now it's Travis Moniot from Indio, California. Moniot switching it up, played college ball at Arizona and Oregon. Spent time in high A with the Chicago White Sox. Moniot, first base hit of the game for the visitors. Will walk into second base, flash the moxie, touch the bag, and that brings up quite the stellar talking point. In the pregame, the visitors were quoted as saying they are America's favorite away team. Their slogan, since they have just 6 games as a prospect team, is 6-0. They're confident they can get there. It's Corell Prime from Bradenton, Florida, Rockies 12th rounder. Spent 7 years in the minor leagues. Also spent time playing internationally in Australia and Mexico. Helton, as a man in scoring position, deals a fastball 92 miles an hour right down the pump. Stats that you see tonight on the lower thirds all represent the last season each of these players completed in their baseball career. Helton ahead, no balls and 2 strikes. Brett looking for strikeout number 2 on the 0-2. Yes, Lowe says home plate umpire Bryson Wheeler. That's Brett Helton's first ball thrown of the inning. Well, he's thrown like 9, but first he'll pitch outside of the zone, if you will. 1-2, changes the arm slot to Acuff. Chance for a trick play, doesn't have time. Can he get the out? See ya! Smell you later to Travis Minoy on second base. Corell Prime with a ground out to Acuff. And that does it. In the top of the first inning, the Party Animals with more to play for tonight. Fired up as they go to the dugout. You see a replay. The depth of Acuff at shortstop collects the out to Jason Swan. And now we get an introduction to the visitors' defensive alignment. It'll be Jackson in left field. Ty Jackson, that is. The shortstop, KJ Jackson, bears the same last name. In center field, Becerra. Right field, Garastazu. Left to right, across the infield, a familiar name in Banana Land, Kurahashi Choi Fu at third base. Jackson will be at shortstop, Vasquez at second, Prime off of first. Stanley behind the dish for Gage Voorhees. Gage Voorhees from Springfield, Ohio, and Flagler College. Talking to him in the pregame, the 6-foot, 210-pound righty says he'll throw a fastball that sits 87 to 91. At least that's the last time he was gunned. Today might be 86, according to him. Knuckle curveball, a slider, and a changeup that he'll mix in there. His last season at Flagler was 2-5. And there are the Party Animals, led off by Reese Hampton, former Detroit minor leaguer, who led last year's tour in batting. Chase Acuff behind him, Dalton Cornett, DC3, and then Jake Skoll in right field and batting out of the fourth. As Hampton comes to the plate, the first Party Animals headliner crowd is introduced to one of the most legendary walk-ups in our sport. Everybody can do it. It's so easy. Even me, huh? Tight shot. Tight shot. Get it away. Reese Hampton from Charlotte, North Carolina, spent his years in college as a Charlotte 49er. Hampton. Chance for a trick play in center field and collected. Becerra goes behind the back. Welcome to Banana Ball. If your goal is to land a full-time contract, that's probably how you do it. One pitch, one out for Voorhees, and Becerra flashes the glove. His first defensive play in the sport is a gem. Leads to Chase Acuff, the shortstop from St. Petersburg, Florida. Voorhees changes the arm slot. Home plate umpire Bryson Wheeler says no. Acuff out of Rollins College has been a Party Animal since 2022. Chin music for you. More like back of neck music. I'm not sure Voorhees could have missed worse there. 2 balls and no strikes from a guy in Gage Voorhees who was 2-5 his last college campaign, but had a 3.01 ERA at Flagler. Now Acuff takes in, ball 4 sprint, could attempt second base, but well practiced are the visitors at the ball 4 sprint defense, and that is an example of the rules of Banana Ball that differ from the sport that you know and love of baseball. In our young game, there are no walks. You have the right to as many bases as you'd like to take as Dalton Cornett stands in. And Dalton Cornett collects a hit. Through the right side, DC3, the pride of Pippa, passes. Puts runners at first and second with 1 down here. Not only that, but a new thing to mention in Banana Ball that benefits the Party Animals is being the home team. Every inning counts. If Jake Skoll gets a hit, Chase Acuff is fast enough to bring it home and win the inning in walk-off fashion for the Animals. Skoll from Roswell, Georgia. 15th overall draft pick for the Texas Rangers in 2010. The Savannah Banana in 2022, just briefly. Small spell in the yellow. Has been a Party Animal since last year's tour. Skoll. 2 balls and 1 strike. Welcome to Banana Ball, Gage Voorhees. Bottom half of his first inning. He's a hit away from Lenton. There's a bare hand, and what a throw. Vasquez at second base. Opts for the bare hand to save time, collects the out. Party Animals out runners at second and third. Skoll retired, and Tanner Tinder Thomas stands in. Make it Bloomer, Bryson Bloomer. Third baseman from Murray State. Bloomer on tour, batting .331. The company's his .390 batting average. Rounds out his slash line with .460 slugging. Bloomer, tight. Just 3 feet foul. Mike Vava Vivacis toys with home plate umpire Bryson Wheeler. No dice. It's Acuff off of third. It's Dalton Cornett off of second. Acuff reaching on a ball four sprint. Cornett with a single. Bloomer takes inside. Voorhees wanted it, as did his teammates behind him. But it pushes the count 2-1. Bloomer ahead. 2-1 pitch. Sky high. This one's a rocket. Third base side. Kurahashi Choi Fu makes the play without a trick play and strands runners at second and third base. That'll do it for the Party Animals, who could have walked off the inning. They had a runner in scoring position with just 1 out, but instead couldn't pull it together. And with that, we introduce you to some of those unique rules in Banana Ball, namely the 2-hour time limit. No new inning can begin in this sport. If that 2 hours runs out, you will see it in the top left-hand corner of your screen all evening. We have just surpassed the 150 mark through 1 inning. Win the inning, get the point. We mentioned that. Had the Party Animals scratched one across, they would have walked it off and been up 1-0. If you scored 10 runs in the first inning, you still only get 1 point. And the opposing team with a run of their own in the second could knock the game. Fans catching a foul ball results in an out. It's the most fans first rule there is. If you come to a game, bring your glove. If you're sitting at home, I'm not sure if you'll catch one, but I'll do my darndest. 101 all-time fans have caught foul balls, capped off by our friend Tate, who caught the 100th 3 weeks ago. The golden batter rule. In basketball, Steph Curry has the ball in hand for the final shot. Patrick Mahomes can take you on the game-winning drive at the very end of the game. And in Banana Ball, both the Party Animals and the visitors will have the option to put whichever hitter they choose from their lineup in the game to bat. In the 9th, the 8th, wherever they want, and whenever it feels necessary. Something to go through as well. There is a fan challenge implemented throughout the 2024 Banana Ball World Tour at any point in time. If a fan deems it appropriate to challenge a call, they'll send it up to yours truly, and we will rule together. You, myself, us, on whether or not the call was accurate. Bring you back to the field, Brett Helton. Back to the bump. The visitors will send shortstop KJ Jackson to the plate with Indy Stanley and Corey Garastazu behind him. Jackson, first pitch swinging into left field. Top play! Chase Acuff! He couldn't see the ball! Ka-ka! Ka-ka! On the back end. Acuff! You want to talk about depth? That's Tanner Thomas's ball, and Chase Acuff brings it down with swagger. Now collegiate banana, Indiana Stanley, affectionately known as Indy, stands in and takes a ball just barely inside. Qualms with Taj Porter. Stanley, in his last season at Columbia College, 42 games and a 373 batting average. He is the donut hitter this evening. If he is to strike out, he is to not. Instead, Acuff between the legs. See you later. Chase Acuff, through 5 outs, has put on a gem. Dude is the Bismarck at shortstop. Corey Garastazu, the 7-hole hitter. Jacksonville product. The Dolphin takes ball 1 from Helton. He's got a 197 average. It is past spring. Helton puts Garastazu ahead 2-0. Garastazu, high, center field. Chance for Reese Hampton to notch a trick play, and instead it's off his glove. Garastazu creeps around second base, stays put, and a trick play missed for Hampton. Would have been a sub-2-minute MPI for the Greek god of MPI, Brett Helton. Had Hampton come up with that one. Instead, we pushed to 2 minutes and 15 seconds. That, one of the many intricate statistics tracked so detailed in Banana Ball. With Garastazu on, Dylan Kurahashi Choi-Fu out of Hawaii and Pittsburgh State. An illustrious college career that included stops at Hawaii Pacific and Tarleton State as well. Stands in. Former Coastal Plain League Savannah Banana. As many of you who have entered the party chat know, this visitor team made up with a bunch of them. Oh! Bryson Bloomer! We're going to have to welcome the visitors to Bananaball. There is no grace, no mercy in these gloves. Bloomer takes the hot shot away that would have certainly scored a run, and the party animals continue to blank the visitors. What a play from Bryson Bloomer at the hot corner. And with that, we will send it down to Ryan Rodriguez. Ryan?
Here we are, Sean Fluke with the Party Animals. Yes, I'm injured, but you know I had to find my way to the camera. We got two big Party Animal fans here. What's your name, buddy?
Brian.
Sir, so what is it that you like most about the Party Animals?
I like y'all play different. Yeah.
Buddy, what's your favorite thing with the Party Animals? You know, I had to go find another buddy that's injured. What happened to your arm here, bud?
I fell off a swing.
Ah, you fell off a swing. Well, glad to have you guys wearing the right colors here, and it was nice to meet you guys. Party on, baby, party on.
Thank you, Sean. I was told, all right, let's give you a little bit of the background here. Sean Fluke had hand surgery yesterday and will be out for the next 2 months. And since this is the Party Animals broadcast, I don't feel too upset divulging. He has been given a healthy dose of medication to make sure that his ailments are taken care of for the next at least 48 hours as Jason Swan comes to the plate to face Gage Voorhees in his second inning in this ball game. So I was unsure how medicated Sean Fluke would be, but it seems like to this point he's doing all right. Thank you to Sean Fluke, and we can't wait to see that guy back in the pink and black very soon. 2-0 count for Jason Swan out of Georgia Southern. Swan with 2-0 swinging, sends the ball high into right field, stays in fair territory, and Garastazu makes the out after reaching second base on a trick play missed. Brings up for the Party Animals, Jordan Hussein. Hussein from Houston, Texas. Graduate of North Shore High School. First pitch swinging to the shortstop, Jackson Smooth. Welcome to the sport.
Now batting the second baseman.
You can tell that these guys have leaned into it. Mentioned it off the top of the show. They're playing for something different. If their performance in these 6 games is indicative of what they can add to the sport of Bananaball, any one of the guys wearing those gray jerseys, Jackson certainly included, could earn a spot on a full-time roster. Dustin Baber takes 89, middle for a strike. Voorhees moving quickly. Another strike. And he could have gone for a sub-10 second strikeout had he not dropped the ball. And drop a ball low. Baber out of NC-A&T. Been a Party Animal since 2022 and is called out on strikes. Right at the knees, Bryson Wheeler rings him up. That's the first strikeout of the game for Gage Voorhees. And with that, we send it down to the field to Jake Lialios.
By now you might have met our player bartender Steve. He likes to have some showmanship with his serving, but he's inspired some fans here. We've got Brooks and Catherine, and they want to put on a show while they service some drinks. It's your job to decide who does the best. I'm going to give them 30 seconds to stuff their stuff, and you guys are going to decide who wins. Hit the music. All right, Catherine's down the drink.
this, a little bit of that. Flip one of these, flip one of those. Impeccable work by the trickiest bartender in sports at third base in Jake Lealios. Strike one from Brett Helton to Cole Kitchen. Kitchen out of Woodland Hills, California. Played his college years at Santa Clara and was a Savannah Banana in the CPL in 2021. Sends a foul ball off to our left. That nabs the license plate of a white Nissan Maxima with Arkansas plates. Luckily didn't ding that car up worse than it could. Kitchen down 1-2. Helton gets a slow roller. Bloomer, not much time. Still opts the trick play. See ya. Bryson Bloomer. Count it. See a replay here. Working with very little time. Goes between the legs. The throw beats out Kitchen. And now it's the 10-hole Chris Vasquez. Wily second baseman, whose last baseball action was in Grand Junction in the Pioneer League. Vasquez, in his final season at USC Beaufort, hit .290 with a .368 OBP, slugging a .426. 1-1 from Helton. Big hack. One ball and two strikes. Helton just misses. Brett in search of strikeout number 2 on the night, number 32 on the year. 2 balls, 2 strikes with 1 down. Taj Porter just can't come up with it. Does seem as though our center field view had decided to take a soiree in the visitors' dugout. We are slowly but surely trying to walk it back to where it's supposed to be. 2-2 again. Helton has given a hitter a 3-ball count for the first time. Payoff pitch from Brett with nobody on. It would be his first ball 4 sprint. And see ya! Como se dice. Strikeout. Number 2 for Helton. Vasquez to the dugout, and to the plate comes the man that he K'd up earlier in the game to start the evening, Ty Jackson, left fielder from Florida A&M. Brett Knapp, strikeout number 33 on the year here, and that swing wasn't quite close. Visitors are taking, how you say, daddy hacks. Is that appropriate for Party Animals broadcast? I feel like it has to be, right? Work with me, work with me. Helton ahead 0-2. Brett, showmanship on the mound. Egging the crowd on. Or is it egging? It's one of those 2 words. 0-2. Oh! Just a ball off the outside of the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Helton. Well hit by Jackson right up the middle. He's got a single. That is the second base hit of the game for the visitors. As Armando Becerra stands in, he's 0 for 1 with a ground out to Jason Swan. Led to the first trick play of the game for the Animals. Becerra had 8 home runs his last year at Florida International. His return to Grayson Stadium after playing for the Bananas. See that many people are enjoying their new VIP wristband in the chat this evening. And as that ball is sent a good mile to right field, tracking it down and unable to make the catch is Jake Stoll. That'll score a run. It is an RBI triple for Armando Becerra. And the visitors want everybody in Grayson Stadium to know about it. That's the first run put up on the board. And it puts Becerra 90 feet away. Let's see what the visitors have for run celebration. I think they're trying. It's not for lack of effort. I think it's just a line dance. Wasn't really a smooth out there. They just kind of had to self-generate some oomph and go back to the dugout. You'll get there, guys. Becerra on. Travis Maniat stands in. 3 years in the minor leagues, played 118 games of pro ball. Maniat, during his pro stint, slashed 206, 321, 333. Maniat struck out 116 times in his 408 plate appearances. He's down 0-2 here. Helton. Tad low to Porter. Brett still ahead. 1 ball, 2 strikes with 2 down. Runner at third base is Armando Becerra. The 1-2 again. Acuff, trick play opportunity. Chase Acuff, yes. The visitors scratch across 1 in the top of the 3rd. Can the Party Animals answer it in the bottom half? We find out after we send it down to the player dance. You know, Grayson Stadium was built in 1926, and I'm not sure if the founders of this year's Sacred Ballpark ever knew that that sort of thrusting and gyrating would take place at the center of a mound graced by those such as Babe Ruth. Yet Ryan Rodriguez has appropriately defaced history. On this, a sacred evening for the Party Animals, we say hi in the stands to Farty, the newest Party Animal. Not to be, well, Peter Hollis was a late addition to the roster 3 days ago, but Farty also came along about 3 days ago. Once lost in the woods, lost without his parents who had abandoned him, no siblings to live with either. He trekked to Savannah, Georgia to find those TikTok dancers that he had seen dance to Party Rock Anthem. Found his new friends here, the Party Animals, and he does fart. Farty will fart on command. It is audible, and his farts smell like cupcakes. Taj Porter, the 9-hole hitter from Mandeville, Louisiana, faces off against Gage Voorhees, who got his first strikeout of the night against Dustin Baber in the bottom of the 2nd to end the frame. Voorhees, pistol squat, fires inside. He's behind a Porter 2-0. Baber was the first Party Animals batter to work a count to 2 strikes. A whole lot of swings out of these guys, and Voorhees has pumped the zone. Courtesy of our statistician this evening, Mikey O'Connor. Voorhees had a 133 MPI. Just as I say that, Voorhees had a 133 MPI in that 2nd inning, and Taj Porter works a ball for a sprint. Cannot drop the trailer, sticks it at first base. Porter has a free 90. And Tanner Tinder Thomas the heartthrob of the Party Animals, the social media darling of this team, who is just near 300 with his 4 bombs on the season, steps into left-handed batter's box. Brunson ball home, comes in to run for the Animals. I see everybody saying hi in there, from Judy to Leanne to Sierra to Heather. New Party Animals VIPs, as Hussein, making ball home, is in to run, will round second base, sink it to third, and Tanner Thomas swipes second. Some miscues from the visitors. And the Animals now have the inning-winning run at second base. You see a replay. Duffed at second base by Vasquez. He was thinking trick play and then had no play. And it's Reese Hampton. Thomas reaches on an error, a 2-bag error. And now Hampton, with a big hit, could win the inning for the boys in pink and black. Hey, yeah, huh? You like that? Hampton. Take outside. Reese has worked 25 ball 4 sprints in his 45 games. An everyday starter for the Animals. Hampton, he's ahead here. A ball 4 sprint would win the inning for the Animals. Voorhees. Solid. And Prime at first base. 4L Prime steps on the bag, gets the out. Hampton with a bouncer. Prime quick on top of it. And Acuff stands in. He worked the ball 4 sprint. His second plate appearance of the day for the Animals. His first debut of the Party Animals headline tour. With runners on second and third, Acuff takes strike 1. Chase batting .296 this season. Has 5 home runs. As he bloops a ball into center field. Here comes ball home to the plate. The Animals have knotted things up in the 3rd inning. RBI single from Chase Acuff. Tanner Thomas to third. And it's 1-1 in inning trace. The 3-hole hitter, DC3, Dalton Cornett, can walk it off and you'll get your first run selling of the game for the bad boys of Bananaball. Cornett from Pippa Passes, Kentucky. He had ripped a single on the first pitch he saw against Voorhees. Otherwise, I would have told you that earlier in the game. Middle infield playing deep. Corners pushing in. Voorhees can't find the zone on the first 2 deals. Acuff goes. Cornett to left field. Acuff's got to come back to first base. Catch is made by Jackson. Thomas running to the plate. Tag is there. Thomas called safe. Party Animals have walked off the 3rd inning and lead 1-0. That ball from Jackson bounced off of Thomas into the glove of Indy Stanley. Stanley thought he got him, but instead, the boys party rock at home plate. Yes, 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 yes. You see a replay here. That ball kicks off the leg of Thomas perfectly to Stanley, and after review, he is safe. There is no need for a challenge. The Party Animals lead at 1-0, and we take you to the field. Correction, it does seem as though Coach Semino wants to challenge the call. We have a challenge. All right. We are ready to see a replay in the control room. The visitors have elected to challenge. We have 1 minute on the clock to begin the challenge before we begin the promo. I've got the field. Zach Frangelo and company. We're getting a replay now. You see Thomas down the third baseline. Clearly see the plate. Foot on plate. Not close. Party Animals lead the ball game 1-0. Challenge is unsuccessful. see it. You can't see much more from that angle, but Thomas, you see that right foot's kind of propped up and then presses down on home plate. And after review, yep, that one didn't need much more. Looked very close live, but after a replay, it was easy to tell in the first look, the Party Animals lead. And we take it to the field. I'm not sure if thank you is the appropriate response to is it real? As part of the Party Animals headline tour beginning tonight, brand new promotions including the flatulent-filled farting. Alliteration for you. Corral Prime, the first baseman, steps into the right-handed batter's box to face Helton, multi-year minor leaguer with the Pittsburgh Pirates. Helton comes first run in the top of the third inning. Party Animals were able to score 2 to take a 2-1 lead in the inning. Walked it off at a 1-0 lead in the game. Every inning in bananaball counts. Prime down, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Helton already has 2 punchies on the evening. Prime to left field. Well hit. And it's gone. Corral Prime snuck it over the wall. A ball that looked foul and short takes the South Georgia wind into the stands. First long ball of the evening. First long ball for the 4-hole hitter Corral Prime in his second AB in bananaball. Prime, after 7 years in the minor leagues, had amassed 597 games, hit 56 home runs in that span, and he's gone long 50% of the time that he steps to the plate in bananaball. Prime gives way to KJ Jackson, the shortstop from Bowling Green, Ohio. A Kent State Golden Flash in college. He's quickly down 0-2. Helton, Colorado Springs native who owns a bar to this day in Colorado Springs, changes arm slot. He was very excited to see the new trickster bartender the Party Animals have acquired. He's already retired KJ Jackson once tonight on a flyout. Jackson boasted 10 home runs of his own at Kent State his senior year. He has a foul ball off the hood of a white Nissan Maxima Arkansas plates. Not sure if a buff job will get that one out. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Count even at 2-2. Helton looking for out number 1 in the top of the 4th, with the visitors leading 1-0 in the runs category this half inning. There's a charge, deep right field. Have they gone back to back? Yes. KJ Jackson blisters the ball into the grandstands. Rounds third base, fires up the fans in the Adirondack, and knocks down the bowling pins at home plate. The Moxie-filled men of the visitors are now up 2-0 after back-to-back blasts. Here's a replay. Off the bat, right fielder Jake Skoll knew this one was trouble. That was more than. Former Savannah Banana, collegiate Coastal Plain leaguer, Indy Stanley, the catcher for the visitors, could make it 3 in a row. He's got a deep shot to left. Thomas at the warning track. Thomas toward the wall. And the visitors had all surrounded home plate. They were ready. Instead, it's out number 1 of the 4th. I can tell you this much. If there's one guy for the Party Animals you want on the mound in this situation, it's Brett Helton. Nobody's more calm, cool, and collected. He is as professional a banana baller as you get. They'll face Corey Garistazu. Garistazu reached on a trick play, missed earlier in the ball game. Helton's got 2 strikes on him. 1-2 from Brett, and the center field camera is back. Just in time for a Dustin Baber trick play behind the back. Count it. Baber, last year's leader in trick plays for the Party Animals, who trails Chase Acuff by just a few, logs his first of the evening. Garistazu to the dugout, and with 2 down, it's Dylan Karahashi Choi Fu. Waimanalo, Hawaii. Played 48 games in his senior year at Pittsburgh State, with a .399 batting average and a .480 OBP. But he's down 0-2 here, with 2 outs and nobody on. Choi Fu called Savannah, Georgia, and Grayson Stadium home in the summer of 2022. Part of the Coastal Plain League championship team. He watches his strike and walks back to the dugout. That's number 3 on the evening for Brett Helton, but not before 2 runs are put on the board via home runs back-to-back. Corell Prime and KJ Jackson. 2-0. Can the Animals respond as we send it down to the feet? That is the Party Animals Hey Baby remix. course, the Animals must differentiate themselves whenever possible from the other guys who they share Grayson Stadium with. And they do so with a unique "Hey Baby." Gage Voorhees back out after allowing 2 runs in the bottom of the 3rd. He had a 1-run cushion, but succumbed to point the Party Animals. That's gotten us to the 1-0 score that you see in that points category. He'll face longtime minor leaguer, 15th overall draft pick in 2010 to the Texas Rangers, former Savannah Banana, Jake Skoll. Skoll is 0 for 1 tonight against Voorhees with the ground out. He leads off the bottom of the 4th out of the 4-hole. Takes the ball outside. Voorhees, 4-pitch mix. Fastball, knuckle curve, slider, and changeup. Skoll, foul territory. 3 different visitors converge, and the out is collected by Jackson from the shortstop position. KJ Jackson rolled it through the glove, popped it back up, and caught the ball. From our official statistician, Mikey O'Connor, trick play or no? Count it. Trick play for Jackson at shortstop. Did you see the replay there? Don't see that every day on a baseball field. Bryson Bloomer takes strike 1 on a fastball inside, 88 miles an hour from Voorhees. Bloomer from Murray State, down 0-2, fights one off. Missed the first few weekends of the season after undergoing surgery on his hip in the offseason. But he has been a staple of the Party Animals lineup ever since he returned. The 0-2. A hesitation. We're going to have to decide what is and is not a balk at some point in bananaball. Voorhees, I think according to Adam Viro, there is a pretty strict rule book on it. Voorhees to step forward and step back. Bloomer able to foul it off and takes one low. Got away from the catcher Stanley. Bloomer, another 2-strike delivery, sends it into right field. An attempt for a catch under the legs by Garistazu. Hat goes off to him for the attempt, but it's a trick play missed. Bloomer on second base. Tying run here in the 4th inning comes to the dish. And what do we got going on here? Jason Swan is supposed to be batting, but there's no sign of Jason Swan. Swanee seems as though he's missing a super suit. Swan runs through the crowd, pulls the tarp off, and trades the pink splat for the black vest. Swanee tosses the catch and no hands his way to home plate. Jason Swan. First pitch against him, Voorhees, ripped through the left side. Swan, after donning his super suit, collects 90 feet. Jason Swan at first base. It's Jordan Hussein, 0 for 1 with the ground out. Hussein, 1 down in the bottom of the 4th. Represents the winning run in the inning. Voorhees fires low. Gage approaching 3 minutes in this inning. Puts Hussein ahead 2-1. Jordan, out of Crowder College and eventually the University of Arkansas Little Rock. Skies a ball toward the Party Animals dugout. And what range from Indy Stanley. The wily defensive catcher collects the out, and they're now 2 down. For Dustin Baber. And it's the Ginger Ninja, Derek Ginger, who after not hitting a single home run in the Tour 2023, has 2 this year, highlighted by his first of the season that came in Albuquerque, New Mexico, after UFC legend Holly Holm walked him to the plate. He took the first pitch from Zach Phillips, 4-0-3 to left. Now he's ahead 2-0. Baber takes inside, he's ahead 3-0. Dustin has worked 7 ball 4 sprints in his 162 plate appearances. Swan goes, Baber looked inside. But now at 3-1 with Swan at second, a ball here ties the inning. Voorhees, low, Baber to first base. Swan rounds third. He can walk if he wants to. Have dinner, watch a movie, read a medium book. Kind of short, possibly. Baber takes second base. The Party Animals have tied the 4th. Dustin Baber takes advantage of the 8th ball 4 sprint that he has gained this season and snatched a couple of RBI off of it. That is the 3rd ball 4 sprint of the game to this point by Voorhees. The quad father, Taj Porter from Southern University, in his first season with the Party Animals, takes strike 1 from Gage Voorhees. Now we're in the range as Baber is the winning run of the inning of the Party Animals, going up 2-0. Baber 1-1. Porter, it is 1-1. It's down to the count 1-2. Porter struck out 29 times in his 96 plate appearances. A crow hop pitch. Rings him up. Oh, don't know about that one. Couple of question marks there. The Party Animals scratch 2 across. And we remain Party Animals 1, Visitors 0 as we send it Jolie Chabala down on the field.
Please welcome to the field, representing Bananas Fosters, Jolie.
There are 4,000 children and teens in foster care without a permanent home. To raise awareness and bring families together, we created a nonprofit called Bananas Foster, an organization that is dedicated to celebrating those in the foster care community while educating and inspiring others to get involved. Tonight we are celebrating the Grace family. Lauren was a single mom in her 20s when she learned about the need for more foster families. She and her husband Rusty became a licensed foster family 12 years ago. In total, they have welcomed 15 children into their home and have officially adopted 6 children into their family forever. Fans, in true Party Animal fashion, please help us celebrate the Grace family for making a difference right here in our community.
Chills. I think chills is the only way to describe it. Both of these teams taking time in the heat of competition to thank a family that's making a difference locally. Grace family, Lauren becoming a single foster mom in her 20s, just after learning about the need for more foster homes. The impact that Bananas Foster is able to make today, highlighted by those who are doing it day in and day out in foster care to help the many children in need. I'll show you the Grace family there with Jolie and the party animals in their party pit. Brett Helton back out for his 5th inning of work. If you're wondering if his arm's about to fall off, the answer is no. Helton was the first banana ball player, not just party animal player, to pitch a complete game in a 9-inning full complete game. So obviously there is an opportunity for the home team to walk things off. Helton has pitched multiple styles of complete games as a party animal. His efforts were en route to a tour victory in 2023. The party animals were able to win the tour after winning 9 straight on the back of pitchers like Helton, Drew Gillespie, Sean Fluke, as Cole Kitchen stands in. He is the extra hitter. In banana ball, there are 10 men who come to the plate, including a DH and an EH. Kitchen from Woodland Hills, California, is a pitcher. Spent a whole production staff spent the whole day racking our brains as to why Cole Kitchen is hitting in this banana ball game. He did not log a single AB in college, but to show you he's got some pop in the bat. To the wall. Jake Skoll collects the out. But some momentum for Kitchen, who flashes the wood. See a replay. Skoll had a hand on the green right there. Wall check. Now Chris Vasquez, courtesy of the Pioneer League, Grand Junction. Last year at USC Beaufort, at a .290 batting average. He's 0 for 1 today with a strikeout. 2 balls, 1 strike from Brett Helton. The 6'3" righty. Fastball, 92 at the knees. Counts even. 2 balls, 2 strikes with 1 down, nobody on. Brett from the stretch. Close. Chase Acuff, the shortstop, holding up the out. He wanted it for Bryson Wheeler. Instead, the count's full. Payoff pitch from Helton. Low. Ball 4 sprint. Parking at first base is Vasquez. 13 stolen bases in 52 games his senior year at USC Beaufort. So you know he's got speed, and he's worked the first ball 4 sprint from Brett Helton this evening. Now Ty Jackson, his 3rd time to the plate. A strikeout and a single so far in tonight's game. Jackson boasted that .387 average in his last spring with the Florida A&M University Rattlers. Helton, the bar-owning banana ball, deals high. It's 2-1. The Swifties rise to their feet at Grayson. Marry me, Juliet. You never have to be alone. I love you, and that's all I really know. 2-2. Jackson, foul. About a foot to the bag. Just left as we near the 1-hour mark in Game 1 of the Party Animals headline tour here in 2024. It'll feature stops in Las Vegas, Greenville, Greensboro, against both the visitors and the firefighters. Ball hit into the stands. If the fan's able to come up with it, it will be an out. This one seems to have fallen idle. Helton, another 2-strike pitch. This ball's put in play. Swan could go for a trick play. Jason instead catches it. You can see he had gripped the glove there at the very top where he'd gone to pull it down and thought about popping it up to Brett Helton. Last second, opens the webbing, collects the out. Jackson now 1 for 3 on the evening, and Armando Becerra up. Becerra grounded out to Swan his first time at the plate. Hit a triple his second time up. RBI triple off the right field wall that scored Ty Jackson. No Jackson on the plate, on the base path this time, but Vasquez is as Bloomer sees the ball land just out of his reach. It's a 2-for-3 night for Armando Becerra.
For the visitors, number 11,
Travis Maniat. Spent time in college at Arizona, Oregon. A minor leaguer for 3 seasons, was in high A with the Chicago White Sox. Put 118 games of minor league baseball, attempting to earn a full-time contract in bananaball. Fouls one of the kids' player. I don't think any of them are catching him. Now down 0-2. Elton out of the University of Utah. Nice rounder in 2015 to the Pirates. 0-2. It's away from Porter. Brett has 3 strikeouts on the evening. A ball and 2 strikes. Just misses with the off speed. You see Brett kind of motioning to move quickly. Help. Absolute. C. Cuts down Travis Maniat. Helton 4 strikeouts on the night. And we take you to the field.
As you can probably notice by me, I'm a body guy. I'm into bodybuilding. It's pretty obvious. But we are going to have a contest today. It is called Mr. Olympia. We are going to go one by one down the line, strike some poses, and you're going to cheer for who's Mr. Olympia. All right, sir. What is your name? Willie, you are a giant man. Willie, how old are you? 29 years old, Willie. Show what you got. All right. Oh, okay. 24-inch pythons, too. All right. What we got? All right. Oh my. You are. Stay with me, sir. Oh my gosh. All right, sir. You're going to beat that. What is your name? Daniel, and how old are you? 43 middle-aged men represent. Show us what you got. Oh, he's blowing up. Woo! And the big back. Oh my gosh. Daniel, I love it. I appreciate you representing, man. All right, and sir, did you wander on the field? Where's your family, sir? Are you lost? Okay, that's okay. What is your name? Gene. Gene, and how old are you, Gene? 82 years! Oh my gosh, Gene! Don't hurt yourself. You know what? Just show what you got. I don't know what's next. Show what you got.
Tinder Thomas at the plate. Catch a glimpse of Kai's numbers. He has a 0 MPI. It's his first time pitching in bananaball. It's like, Gene, man. Flex on him. Thomas reached on an error on a hot shot to Vasquez his first time up. Brady Kai, 6'2", 220 pounds. The lefty. Vasquez gets another shot, goes between the legs. Trick play counted. Ooh. Looks like Cordell Prime might have been off the bag. Got a little casual with the right foot there. And now Reese Hampton comes to the plate. quick replay of the trick play for Vasquez, his first of the evening. All clean on the Western Front. Hampton, former minor leaguer with the Detroit Tigers, led the tour last year in batting between the Party Animals and Bananas. As Prime goes for a tough trick play. With the way that ball was moving in the air, it would have been tough to catch it normally. Can't come up with it. Now between the legs pitch, Hampton has no regard for human life, takes a hack, fouls it off. Still behind 2 strikes, Hampton swinging a miss. The first batter that Kais has faced, he strikes out. Brady Kais had 46 punchies. An independent ball in 53 2/3 pitched. Gassed up here. Takes down Hampton. And he is already back in the saddle against Chase Acuff. Acuff has reached twice. A ball 4 sprint in his first plate appearance and a single the second time he came up. He's the shortstop out of Rollins College. 2-1. Acuff into left and down for a hit. Chase Acuff have a night. He is now 2 for 2. Has reached all 3 times he's come up. And he represents the inning-winning run for the Party Animals, who lead it 1-0. Dalton Cornett, DC3, from Pippa Passes, Kentucky, stands in. Cornett, a single and an RBI sac fly tonight. We thank again those who have joined the Party Animals this evening from Savannah. As a double play ball to Vasquez. Trick play complete to second, but no time to get Cornett at first. No need. 2 down. We go to the top of the 6th inning, as the Party Animals still lead this one 1-0. We send it to maybe the craziest of the Party Animals, Ryan Rodriguez. All right, look, I'm gonna shoot you straight, Ryan. I think the step 1, can we bring it to the booth here real quick? I'll do like a reenactment of what we're supposed to. You've got to turn the microphone on, and I get it, you know, I think we've all been there, but step 1 is just like the on button, and then past that, you can hand it to the, I'll say this, I couldn't hear what Ryan was saying, but.
Biggest Party Animal fan right here. Give it up for Brindley.
Yes! There you go, Ryan. You just press that button on and the microphone works and the little girl screams into the microphone. It creates a great moment. I couldn't hear it originally, but I knew she was screaming very loudly, and Ryan Rodriguez nailed it. You guys got to see it comes to the rage cage in here. It has been a wild 24 hours, and even past that, transforming Grayson Stadium into the Party Animals party home. We're still trying to come up with that. Jade Morgan, credited with building the backdrop you see here before us today. Brett Helton, still out there for the Animals. Face Corell Prime, who went long the last time these two squared off. Prime is 1 for 2 with a home run, a big blast to left field. Went 325 feet. Prime, this time, cut down. Brett Helton, 5 strikeouts tonight. There's your replay. Helton drops the bender in there. Falls off the table. Corell Prime will have to see you later in the ballgame. With Prime down, it's KJ Jackson. It'll be a tough play for Bloomer. Maybe Porter. Tosh Porter! Acrobatic as they come. The Quad Father bends uses the handsprings. Yow! Look at that! Just enough room for Taj Porter. And Brett Helton will face Indy Stanley, the donut hitter. If Stanley strikes out, everybody in Grayson Stadium gets free donuts. But first, Helton drops it low, deals it home, foul ball from Stanley. No fan can come up with it. I think Brett Helton's got the most moves of the animals. The dude just cut up with the shorts-wearing party animal today. Brett Helton, who induces a fly ball to right field. Jake Skoll is there at the wall. Skoll! Could he pull it down? No! He deked everyone up until they made him flash the glove. And it is a long ball. Home run for the former Savannah Banana, Indy Stanley. Skoll off the wall, looked like he pulled it back in, but it's a souvenir. And now following Stanley is Garastazu. Reese Hampton, trick play in center field. But not before those pesky visitors go up 1 run here in the 6th. Helton, the Greek god of MPI, 2 minutes and 38 seconds in that half inning. You see the ball off of Skoll's glove. It's going over no matter what, but it just tips off out of here. And we will bring you into the field, onto the field with Radbod Mikey.
The last one standing wins. All right, let's hit the music. Spin, don't stop. Come on now. Come on now. Go, out of chair. Oh, brother, you were eliminated. All right, guys, back to it. Spin. All right, keep spinning. Oh my gosh, you guys are gonna be sick of this. Go. All three, one chair. One goes down. Oh my gosh, what a massive collision. All right, it's down to 2. All right, spin. Where's the chair? Don't you look at the chair yet. Don't you look at the chair. Keep spinning. Keep spinning. Don't stop. And go. Where's the chair? Oh, it's a sprint. Oh, we have a winner. You have the winner of the Disney Musical Chair.
I threw up watching that. There is now throw up all over the. Can we get somebody in, please, from production or somewhere? I don't have a towel. I could use it for a coat, but I feel as though it'd probably be a little inappropriate. And then the dry cleaning bill, and I don't think the company would foot that. We're going to have somebody. We're just going to have somebody help me out, please. Just a towel, please, to production as soon as possible. Jake Skoll is up now. 5 home runs on his banana ball season alone. Dude was not just a minor league baseball player. He faces Brady Keish, who's out for his 2nd inning of work. But then opted, following his baseball career, to play 4 years at the University of Georgia, where he was a member of the defensive secondary under Kirby Smart. Had a couple of college football playoff appearances under his belt as well. Skoll stands at like 6'6", 250. Dude's got 6-packs on his 6-packs. Biceps on his triceps. Yeah, riddle me that, huh? Jake, good eye on the 1-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Skull, big hat. Strikeout number 2 for Kais. Wow. Wow. Electricity. Now Bryson Bloomer. He's going to replay the strikeout. Some high heat. Chad for you. Bloomer with nobody on. I'm going to call it inside. How he just stepped in the throw. 1 ball, no strikes. Bloomer caught chasing. Bryson reached on a trick play miss his last time up. Ahead 2-1 here on Kais. Kais, fastball sits low 90s. He'll mix in a slider and a changeup. Told you he was 1-7 during his career in independent ball. Played college at Columbus State, 3 years then in indie ball. Bloomer a foul. Count is 2-2, 1 down, nobody on. With the pop in Bloomer's bat, he represents the tying run of the inning. Hot shot, third base side. Kurahashi Choi Fu holds on to it. Tried to go for the trick play. The former collegiate banana dropped it. Clean in the webbing, it's a trick play miss. Bloomer has now reached twice on those this evening. And Jason Swan is the inning-winning run. Swan's got some pop in the bat. He'll take a ball outside. See Swan, he's got 2 home runs this season. If he's able to collect RBI number 32 here, he will have tied the 6th inning. Swanee takes a strike, play at second base, safe! Impeccable speed from Bryson Bloomer. Party Animals now have a runner in scoring position. Not a bad throw from Indy Stanley. It was on a rope. Bloomer just beat it. Swanee takes outside, 3-1, hitters count. Once again, the Party Animals could not up an inning where the visitors took an early lead. 3-1 pitch, inside, oh! I just threw up again. Count's going full. Payoff, Swan. Sky to the outfield. Garistazu, clean catch. Very smart of Garistazu to not attempt the trick play there. Now Jordan Hussein, Houston, Texas native, in his first season with Party Animals. Game number 40 of his year. Takes a strike. Hussein looking for his 10th RBI of the season. It'd be a big one here. 0-2 with 2 down, runner on second base is Bryson Bloomer. Ball spiked. Brady Kais, the pitcher, threw his glove in the process. Milwaukee, Wisconsin native. 6'2", 220-pound lefty. Hussein fights it off. Crowd goes quiet as the tension builds. Visitors looking for their first point of the evening. Party Animals trying to keep it 1-0 or take a 2-0 lead. Hussein, did he go? They say no. Wheeler appealed to the first base umpire. Hussein is clean. 2-2, 2 down. Runner on second. Hussein. Blooper right side. Prime underneath it. The visitors have tied the ball game at 1-1. Animals had a runner in scoring position. It was a 5-minute half inning for Brady Kais. And to show you the true nature of not just the Party Animals, but the crowd that's been amassed here at Grayson Stadium, we will send you down to the field. party animals understand that freedom is never free. You see a beautiful shot of the 5,000 on hand here, and an even prettier shot of Dalton Ponce, year number 1 in bananaball. You see that 319 MPI, unbelievable for a rookie. He's taken 21 2/3 innings, all of those goes unsaid. Pitched against the Savannah Bananas, 13 strikeouts in that span, 4.57 ERA. We'll see him rely on his two-seam fastball this evening. Throws it sidearm, and it drops completely off the table. Mixing a changeup, slider, 12-6 curveball as well. It's from Fontana, California. Starts with the ground ball to A-Cup. Chance for a trick play. Chase ran out of time. Had to collect the out as it's set. Cuts down Dylan Kurahashi. Choi Fu. It's Cole Kitchen, the extra hitter, who was both ground out, fly out this evening. Man, cannot say enough about the man who is potting the crowd up and down, Kwanzi in the truck here in Savannah, who has had to just be a wizard when it comes to crowd volume because of how loud and rowdy things have been here in Grayson, as Reese Hampton tries to go between the legs. It's a trick play missed. Had it initially, then it popped out there at the end. You are getting, throughout the night, you have been getting an impeccable display. Your ears, at the very least, have been graced by the crowd of Grayson. Press box is shaking. There's a big cut and a foul ball for Chris Vasquez. Kitchen is now 0 for 3. Vasquez has struck out and reached on a ball 4 sprint. Both of those came against Brett Helton. One. That's Reese Hampton's second trick play missed on the 2024 tour. Ponce. This is good contact from Vasquez. Catch made by Thomas in left field. No chance for a trick play. There are 2 down with the runner at second base. That's the second trick play miss of the game for Reese Hampton. Give him a little bit too much credit. Now to the lineup, flips back over. Ty Jackson, who is 1 for 3 today. Struck out his first AB. A single off of Brett Helton. Pop out his last time up. Ponce just misses. Jackson out of Florida A&M University. Was a Savannah Banana in the Coastal Plain League in 21 and 22. They call that one a can of corn in the Little Leagues, and Jake Skoll is able to retire Jackson. He moves to 1 for 4 in this game. It's a 2-minute and 29-second inning for Dalton Ponce there. And as the wave commences down below, we show you the crowd here at Grayson Stadium once again. Can't talk enough about the people who chose to come out on a Thursday night and be part of history here. Party animals have them fire up to wave. You see those Wild Animals fans in the background, and what do you say we say hello in the booth? Drake Toll with you, the Party Animals broadcast entertainer tonight. What you see behind me, Farty, alongside the Space Glitter that we have put together in an all-hands-on-deck effort to turn this historic stadium, 99 years old, into the ultimate party deck. This game has been mostly visitors. They took a lead in the 3rd inning, 1-0 in the runs category. The Party Animals were able to put up 2 in the bottom frame to go up 1-0. After the visitors put up 2 in the top of the 4th, the Animals answered with 2 of their own to keep it at 1-0. A scoreless 5th brought us to the 6th, where the visitors put up 1. The Animals had a runner in scoring position with 1 out, couldn't scratch anything across, and after a scoreless 7th, we set at 1 point for the visitors and 1 point for the Party Animals. There is a new man on the mound in gray and blue. It's Colin Stone from Lake City, Arkansas. Riverside High School, just outside of Jonesboro. Close friends with Savannah Banana, Zach Phillips. With the two living just a hop, skip, and a jump from one another. Yours truly, born and raised in the state of Arkansas. Got to enjoy a quick chat with Stone about the beauty of the natural state. As we take you down to the field, the animals, what is this? Dustin Baber, can he be outchugged? You at home, the 5,000 here. With cup held high, can you beat the Ginger Ninja? Derek Ginger. Realizing it's very unwise to put 300 milligrams of caffeine in your system at once. But for Dustin Baber, I'll do anything. Baber, first pitch swinging. After he smashes a pint in under 4.5 seconds. His first home run in his bananaball career, that was alluded to earlier in Albuquerque, came immediately after a beer chug. A home run here would walk off the 7th and give the Party Animals a 2-1 lead. Mentioned a bit about Colin Stone. Arkansas State guy who spent a year in independent ball is Baber. Puts one near no man's land. Oh my! Jackson was looking for the toss-up. They might still get the out of second base. Baber called safe! Jackson wanted to pop it up to Becerra, who wasn't ready. And then the throw into Vasquez at second. He tried to go under the legs for the tag. Didn't see Baber, couldn't get him. Jackson just popped it straight to the side. There's the, oh my, just two blunders from the visitors. If Jackson catches it clean or pops it up, Becerra's got a chance. If Vasquez spins around, he could possibly get the out. And Taj Porter puts a charge into the ball, off the wall. Dustin Baber, we're scoring. The Party Animals have worked off the 7th inning on a absolute crushed stand-up double from Taj Porter. Let's go to the field. Those are just the dangers of bananaball as you get another glimpse of Taj Porter. The bat flip. Ball landed at the warning track at the deepest part of our stadium. And now it's time for the Grandma Dance-Off.
You're never too old to party. This is what we call the Grandma Dance-Off. We've got two lovely contestants here. I got Vivian, age 71, and Ruth, 65 here. And we're going to put on a show for you guys and for our boys. They're going to dance for about 30 seconds and you guys are going to decide who won. Hit the music.
It is deafening at Grayson Stadium after we see the grandma dance-off. Not sure how appropriate that is, but hello. Speaking of hello, hi, Drew Gillespie, the card shark, told me he loved me today. Walking by, unprompted, he said, hey, I love you. I said, wow, Drew, that's really sweet. Out of Albuquerque, New Mexico. You see his 35 1/3 pitched, sub-3 MPI. He has been the closer for the Party Animals all season long. First pitch, ball. Second pitch, strike to Armando Becerra. Becerra is 2 for 3. Triple and a single his last 2 times up. After beginning the ball game, he ground out first base. Becerra, Florida International University product, Panther. Hits one hard off the bullpen. Foul territory in left field. Gillespie stands at 6'1", 190 pounds. The right-hander will change arm slots frequently. It's one of the reasons that MPI is so low. He'll catch and shoot. Former New Mexico Lobo. Gillespie sits 88 to 92 with the fastball. There's a 2-seam and a 4-seam as well as a cutter, change, curve. By his count, 80% of the time you'll see him at a third-quarter arm slot. Willie dipped to it here. Payoff pitch coming. Foul ball. Gillespie trying to avoid throwing ball for sprint number 12 on this season. Saw his 2.55 ERA earlier. Has been impeccable. Grounder, Acuff, trick play. That is as easy as they get. Chase Acuff. Count it. That is the 10th. That was the 10th pitch of the at-bat. 11th trick play of the game for the Party Animals. Number 3 for Chase Acuff, thanks to our resident statistician Mikey O'Connor. Ball inside. Travis Manion. Manion struck out his last time up. 3-year minor leaguer. He's done a good portion of his time with the White Sox organization. Sees himself ahead 2-1. Gillespie. Just misses. Taj Porter wanted it. Hitter's count. Right back to Gillespie. Trick play opportunity. Number 12 on the evening for the Party Animals. Drew Gillespie. Quick hands. See a replay. Bending down, saving the family jewels. Yes, sir. Some lucky lady will thank him for that years down the road. 2 down. Nobody on. It is the 4-hole Correll Prime. We had a home run off of Brett Helton in his second AB of the game. Gillespie uses that 3/4 third-quarter arm slot bloomer. Trick play! Number 13 on the night for the Party Animals. As we go to the middle of the 8th, it's time for a brand new tradition in Banana Land.
Party Rockers, y'all have been amazing tonight. Y'all been partying with us. Y'all been dancing with us. And I think there's no better way to celebrate than a big cheers. Biggest cheers this stadium's ever seen. So whatever drink you got in your hand, bring it up in the air. And we're gonna get this cheers.
a party on kind of night here at Grayson Stadium. The Animals making history, headlining their own tour for the first time ever. These Animals will spend 3 games in Savannah this weekend. It's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and next week we will see you on Friday and Saturday in Las Vegas. It's Sin City taken over by the Party as they will face the Firefighters. We get you back down to the field for the bottom of the 8th inning. The Party Animals leading this game 2-1 in the points category. And a new pitcher taking place for Colin Stone is Ben Dumb III. A lot of them. 6'1", 190 righty out of Elliotsburg, Pennsylvania. He's a VCU product. Spent 4 years in the minor leagues, and his numbers there were stellar. 12-5 record over the course of 91 games. Never made a start, always came out of the pen. And they have taken Ben Dumb out of the game and decided to throw Colin Stone back out there. As Tanner Tinder Thomas, a bouncer, Mr. Easy Trick Play is retired. Now Reese Hampton. Hampton. Charlotte 49. The easiest walk up to banana. Everybody does it. Ball inside from Stone. Getting the ears, it's Dumb who will come out for the ninth. We'll go to the ninth if the Party Animals get the opportunity to bat in the bottom half for frame. 2-1. 3 balls, 1 strike for the big bat of Reese Hampton. Reese, full count, payoff from Stone. Hampton into right. Garistazu can't get to it. Reese rounds first base, 1 second. Garistazu fell down. He legs out a 2-base hit into right. Scored a double. He's in scoring position. If he comes around, it gives the Party Animals a 3-1 lead, forcing the visitors to score multiple runs in the 9th inning to keep the game alive. As Chase Acuff, GoPro donned on his helmet, steps in. Acuff, 2 for 2 today with the ball 4 sprint. Worked the count to 1-1. Acuff takes inside. Came into the game with 30 RBI in the year. Chase into left. Will he get down? Absolutely. Hampton thinks about home plate. Instead, trots back to third. Acuff is now 3 for 3. A trio of singles as well as a ball 4 sprint on the evening. The visitors have yet to retire the starting shortstop and team leader in trick plays. Guy can do it all. Now Dalton Cornett, the designated hitter. Pops one right back to us in the booth. Inning-winning run at third base in Reese Hampton. Takes up 5. 1-1, Acuff goes. Cornett fouls the ball into the stands. Lands on the ground safely. 1-2. Colin Stone collects a strikeout. They're now 2 down. With the Animals up 1, Jake Skoll, the 4-hole hitter, in the batter's box. That point that stands 90 feet away is so important going into the 9th. Acuff goes again, no throw. Stanley wise to hold on to. Scola ahead 2-0. Came into the game having worked 24 ball 4 sprints in 167 plate appearances. 3-0. Strike on the outside corner. Hitter's count. Skoll works a ball 4 sprint. Hampton comes home. The Party Animals lead 3-1. It is a multi-point lead as we take you to the ninth and take you to the field. Gillespie back on the mound to shut the door with a 2-point cushion. Every run counts as a point. Jake Lealios fires the crowd up, and I could not be more fired up myself than you. The hundreds, thousands of Party Animals fans who have chosen to watch this game tonight on Party Animals Live have joined us for history. Unbelievably thankful for those who got their VIP wristband in the chat tonight and were constantly chiming in saying hello. And grateful that there are so many Party Animals fans in a world that sometimes seems so full of bananas. These guys have certainly put on a show for you tonight. These same Party Animals who won against the Bananas at Fenway Park by a final score of 4-1, putting up 12 runs last week. Can win their second in a row if Drew Gillespie can shut the door. KJ Jackson, the 5-hole, shortstop from Bowling Green, Ohio, up. He is 1 for 3 with a home run. Gillespie showing the low arm slot. Delivers from the low arm slot. Toying with Jackson. Shows in the arm slot again. 0-2. Just a piece of it. Do it again, Drew. Gillespie, one of the top villains of bananaball. From the windup. Gillespie. Oh, tough play for Acup on the chopper. Bare hand! Fired up first! Away from victory. Gillespie tapping the glove, urging Acup to throw it quickly. Bare hand the out and cool him off with the Benjamins. Jackson in the dugout. Indy Stanley up. The starting catcher from Cumming, Georgia. 2022 Collegiate Savannah. Called strike. Home plate umpire Bryson Wheeler. Call your aunt, your nephew, your cousin, your estranged dog, and let them know that Party Animals Live is live right now with an opportunity to win Game 1, the headline tour. Swan, a fair ball, botches a possible trick play. Can Gillespie get there? No, the ball gets away. Visitors will bring the tying point to the plate. Now call your stepmom, former stepmom, and your uncle. Trick play missed is the ruling for Swan at first base. Call your old boss or your co-workers. The and let them know that it's time here in the ninth. As I say that, stoppage of play. Mike Vivacis wants a challenge here. Challenging if it was fair or foul. So we will put the headset on up top. We'll talk to Zach Crosby, the entertainment team down below. The ruling on the field was it was a fair ball. Challenging fair or foul. We're ready to see the replay. Let's see another angle. We have any other angles. Shall be very early on before Swan even touches it. All right, let's see where the ball is. There is no way to tell current video evidence unless we get a high angle here to see where the ball crosses the plate. Must be completely confident without a shadow of a doubt. We have any high angle here. There's not a high angle of where the ball crosses the plate. Just one last look at it. There is not substantial video evidence to rule differently. The call stands. Now Mike Vivacis had a challenge to give there. The fans still have their challenge remaining as well. And you can hear it. Let the sounds of Grayson Stadium fill your living room, your car, the AirPods as you sit flying over the deep blue Atlantic. Armando Becerra, the first ever golden batter for the visitors. And listen to the noise as he represents the game's tying point. Gillespie, a hard grounder away from getting out of it. Oh my, it is deafening. You can't even hear yourself think in this place. Bouncer, A-cup, this could do it! The Party Animals collects out number 2 of the ninth, but the visitors stay alive. And here comes the fan challenge. Let's see a replay. We have to slow that puppy way down here. There's a fan challenge. We'll pick up Director of Entertainment, Zach Frangelo again. We will take a look, and actually one more frame there in the control room. Call on the field is confirmed safe. That foot is on the bag. The ball is still outside of the glove of Jason Swan. Quick review. And with that, the game is still alive. Foot is on the bag. The fans lose their challenge. 3 unsuccessful challenges tonight. One from both teams, and now one from the laypersons who joined us at Grayson. And just when you thought it was loud, it gets even louder. Dylan Kurahashi Chonfu. The last chance for the visitors. Hawaii product. And in his career at Pittsburgh State was a Summer League banana in 2022 back at Grayson Stadium. Drew Gillespie on the bump. Into right field for a hit for Choi Fu. And it is now runners at first and third for the visitors. Becerra 90 feet away. Choi Fu at first. Cole Kitchen, the extra hitter from Woodland Hills, California, who did not long an at-bat in his college Gillespie. Ahead 0-2. Deafening in Savannah. Drew's 2-strike pitch. Swing and miss. We bring you into the booth. The Party Animals win Game 1 of their 2024 headline tour. A final score of 3-1 against the visitors tonight. It was the Animals pitching staff that was able to get things done when needed, and the bats coming in clutch in multiple innings, coming back from deficits to either win the inning or tie things up. Party Animals broadcast entertainer Drake Toll with you, saying first and foremost, thank you for letting this show come to your living room, your earphones, your Bluetooth speaker, wherever you are. I know those potassium people are playing a ball game a couple hundred miles to the west of us, but you chose correctly in being here tonight, and we're treated with the first ever Party Animals win celebration on the field in their headlining tour. That final score of 3-1 was highlighted by Chase Acuff. Acuff tonight with not just the glove, but the bat. A trio of trick plays. He was 3 for 3 at the plate as well, with a ball 4 sprint worked in this game. And Brett Helton, the starting pitcher tonight from Colorado Springs, the bar owner who just belted strikes. 5 punchies on the evening. Our statistician, Mikey O'Connor, to my left, bringing stats all night long for the Party Animals tonight. 14 trick play, Mikey. 14 trick plays? Mikey says 14 trick plays. We're going to stick with that for the Party Animals, and we will give credit to the visitors for the way that they played this game this evening, fighting off 11 two-strike foul balls, showing the effort, the grit for a team of guys who are trying to earn themselves a full-time spot on a bananaball roster, whether that be the Party Animals, the Firefighters, or those pesky Savannah Bananas. Once again tonight, history, and you were in the middle of it, squarely a part of it, seeing the Animals take the win. Brett Helton getting the dub, Dalton Ponce, Drew Gillespie coming in and having impeccable shoves late in this game as well. Can't be overlooked though, Correll Prime, KJ Jackson, a couple of visitors who popped off in this game with home runs to give these guys an extra spark down the stretch. Indy Stanley, another guy who put one over the right field wall just out of the outstretch, just outside of the outstretched glove of Jake Skoll. I want to say thank you to our unbelievable crew tonight. We do have 2 games going on, both of them being produced from Savannah, Georgia, with the Bananas and the Firefighters playing in Nashville. Our 2 crews on hand will highlight the ones who kept us running all night long. At first base camera, Emerson Elmgren, the Iron Horse of Party Animals Live. Third base cam, Jeff Glover. High home, Sophia Peach. In center field, you know him, you love him, old reliable Jeff Haynes, not that old, but reliable Jeff Haynes. Low home, Ben Barks. He had Tim Robbins sticking out of his shirt all night. In the wireless utility camera, working all around the stadium, getting fan shots all night long. Unique and creative as always, Lexton Fowler. Your director tonight, Chad Reese. Our technical director, Griffin Ellis, on replays, keeping things going and getting all of our challenges ironed out. All 3 were unsuccessful because of the great replays from Keegan Woods that made it clear that the umpires tonight were doing their jobs. Jade Morgan on the graphics. Stats from Mikey O'Connor to my left. Kwanzi on audio. I will tell you what, folks. It's so, in Grayson Stadium specifically, it gets so loud that Kwanzi, right there on top of that crowd volume, bringing it to you all night long and pulling it back when those guys were partying a little too hard. The Kwanzmeister nailing it down below. And Eric Kendall, an impeccable addition to Party Animals Live, keeping us as beautiful as we all were tonight, and Tim O'Connor as well. Executive producers Jesse and Emily Cole, as well as Carrie Cole, who was watching at least for the first half of tonight's game. I am Drake Toll with you, and I'll be Drake Toll with you again in about 22 hours. Join us tomorrow night, and we'll see if we can maybe push this camera back a little bit tomorrow. This is just like, you're just getting a lot of me here, aren't you? Just the rage cage needs a little bit more cage to it. We'll see you again tomorrow night, Party Animals and the visitors. We'll see first pitch at 7 o'clock. Pregame show will start at 6:45 once again. 3-1 the final. Party Animals win it, and I'm getting a telegram from my left from Mikey O'Connor. Party Animals finished with 7 hits, 6 of those singles, 1 double, only 1 extra base hit. And the visitors, 8 hits. They actually out-hit them, 3 of those being home runs as well in this final score of 3-1. As always, folks, not just arrivederci, not just adios, but good night and party on.